Who am I here with today?
Sam Stone, senior.
Okay, what sports do you play?
I played football and track this year.
Okay. So you played other sports in high school, right? You played lacrosse, basketball.
Yep, played lacrosse and basketball. Stopped basketball after sophomore year and lacrosse after sophomore year and just kind of focused on football.
That's good. I mean, that's worked out for you. Talk about this football season so far or how it went.
Yeah, it was a great season. You know, kind of got off to a slow start with the guys, but as the season progressed, I think we got a lot better. Really grew as a team, and then had a good playoff run there, where we had a dogfight with Owasso at the end of the season, and didn't come out on top, but definitely put up a good fight. But great season, hard fought season with the guys.
Heartbreaking loss at the end, man. I was there. It was definitely sad.
Yeah, man, but that was a fun fight though. It was a good game.
Hey, you got up to second all time in tackles in Jinx history with great company, Rocky Calmus. I mean, how does that feel? Yeah,
I really had no idea that I was up there until about mid-season when people started telling me my tackle count for my career, and I just, I think it's a tribute to staying healthy. I never missed a game all my 3 years I was on varsity, and helps a lot when you can play as many snaps as I did to have that opportunity to make those tackles. So, yeah.
I mean, I just saw from your TikTok today that you came in sophomore year and you were second string. And then player got hurt, you moved up to starting, and you started every game since then.
Yep.
What was the thought process coming in sophomore year, like having to fight for that spot?
Yeah, I came in as a sophomore and just kind of worked in the spring, impressed the coaches. I learned the defense faster than most did, I think. Got in there second string behind Ty Walls and Jalen Stanford, two guys who are great. They're playing college football now. And then Ty popped his hamstring the Wednesday before the first game. So I knew I had to start, and it was kind of nerve-wracking. But then, I played really, really good, clearly. They gave me the spot for the rest of the year, my sophomore year. Ty came back, and then we shuffled some guys around to keep me on the field. So
that's a great feeling. Great feeling. Yep. Let's get into track, though. It's track season right now.
It is track season
How's
right
that going?
It's been great, man. I've actually liked it a lot more than I thought. I think I've benefited a lot from it. I think I've gotten a lot faster. I think it'll really help me for college football, going into that, being able to have that speed to compete with some of the best athletes.
So, yeah, what I've been told, watching actually the Coach Gaylor interview that a couple other kids in our class did, he was talking about dual sport athletes and how that helps with college recruiting for football and everything. Like, they asked about track time. So is that why you picked up track? Or
It's really not. The reason I did track personally, I actually tried to in the past years, but I ended up getting hurt and had to recover from some stuff. But the reason I did it this year was because I couldn't graduate early and go to Tulsa, so I still wanted to find a way to compete, and it's been great. But, yeah, I mean, a lot of young guys will go run track, and part of the recruiting process is coaches will ask you your track times, and then it can really help you get recruited. So,
yeah. I mean, just talking about being a student here at Jinx anyways, you were nominated for Hoko King. Just talk about that.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was nominated for homecoming court as a junior. So I knew I might have a chance for it, but then, to actually get it and be voted by the student body was really special and something I'll never forget, man. It was really cool.
I mean, he beat me, so. He beat me. But, yeah, I mean, you're speaking of student body leadership, you're also a part of that. When did you join?
So I joined student body leadership last year and then, stayed in it for this year, and I got elected as vice president last spring, and then I've served as vice president this whole year. It's been good. Been a good role for me.
What is some of the stuff that you guys do, and how's your experience been?
Yeah, so first semester and second semester are kind of a lot different. First semester is a lot of planning pep rallies, planning homecoming, we have homecoming committee. Personally, I'm involved in the mentorships program where we go to the elementary schools and basically teach the younger kids about student council and leadership and the qualities for that. It's been a great program. We have a lot of people involved. We go Wednesdays to the elementaries. And then second semester turns into a lot of philanthropy work. Our Dub Week, which most people know about, our annual philanthropy where we basically pick a nonprofit. This year we picked the Tulsa Hills Youth Ranch, and we raise money for them, go out to companies, have events. We just had our Dub Run, which was an old event that we brought back this year, which was really good, made some good money there, and people had a lot of fun. And then we had our pickleball tournament, which raised a lot of money there too. Great turnout. We've had great planning events so far, and our next one's our golf tournament, which is our biggest fundraiser.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that. I mean, being part of so many clubs and so many sports, gains a lot of traction from students, faculty. So you're a nominee for, or you're a finalist for Mr. JHS.
Yep.
So just having all like the students and teachers and everything like vote for you, how does that feel? Like just being held to like such a high standard at Jinx?
Yeah, I think it's really special to, be recognized for everything that, you're involved in and have done, for the school and just for yourself, really. But yeah, being Mr. JHS finalist is huge. It's a little different from homecoming because it's more, service hours involved, club involvement, teacher recommendations, stuff like that. So it's really special to be that, and it's going to be interesting to see who gets it. I think we have some great finalists.
I think so.
A lot of guys who have done a lot for the school, and it'll be a fun ceremony that Monday night. Yeah.
I had 5 friends as a finalist, so I didn't really know who to vote for. So
yes, sir.
I'm gonna keep the vote private.
Hey, I respect it, bro. I respect it.
Yeah, so I mean, we are in this class with Charger TV and everything. So you picked up on announcing different sports like basketball, soccer, all these different things. Talk about how you got into that and how you liked it.
Yeah, so really that started last year, my junior year, so as we talked about earlier, I used to play lacrosse. So I was a big lacrosse guy always since like 3rd grade, and then I got out of it sophomore year to because I wanted to be in spring ball more and stay healthy. So I got out of lacrosse. Well, then junior year, I still have a lot of friends on the lacrosse team, and I want to stay as involved as I can. And Trojan TV announced that they were broadcasting two of the games that year, and I was good friends with Jack Denny. Old announcer, graduated last year. Shout out Jack Denny.
Shout out.
But yeah, so yeah, and then I can't remember if I hit Mr. Prince up or Jack Denny or if they hit me up. I honestly don't remember how I got really involved with that, but I ended up announcing for the lacrosse games last year. That we did 2 home games, and I loved it. It was just the best time ever. Me and Jack Denny up there calling the games from the press box at Allen Trimble. And yeah, and then it kind of just took off into this year. Mr. Prince, I can't remember if I hit him up or if he hit me up after football season was over. I just had some free time, Friday nights usually. Yep. I was just like, whatever, let's go do it. So me and Prince did it. It had a blast, man. It was so fun being able to announce because I've got a lot of friends on the basketball team too. You, Carson, all the guys. And I used to play basketball too, so I knew a lot of them. So it was good to be able to call games, saying my friends' names and stuff.
Yeah, definitely memorable moments with that. Yeah. But let's get into college talk now. Ooh. Committed to hometown university. How's that feel, bro?
Yeah, I mean, recruiting was a crazy journey, but ending up at Tulsa was really special. They had recruited me for a while. I honestly did not think they were going to offer me, and then finally. The old head coach, Coach Wilson, came to our game versus Mustang this year, so senior year, and he must have liked me enough. I played pretty good that game, and then must have liked me enough to offer me. So he offered me a pretty late deal, and I ended up flipping. So
yeah, I mean, you had a couple of different schools you're interested in. Obviously, committed to Princeton, huge deal, but decommitted, and then you had Utah State and Tulsa, I believe.
Yep, that's correct.
How'd you come down to that pick Tulsa?
Yeah, so when I decommitted from Princeton, it was really just because I wanted a full scholarship somewhere, and that's what the 2 schools were offering me. And yeah, I visited both schools. I took an official visit to both schools. Utah State was great. I thought maybe they had some staff instability, which kind of shied me away from it. And then Tulsa, being hometown school, was just like, I grew up going to Tulsa football and basketball games, and, it was just kind of a ideal situation. I had a buddy, Hudson Ball, who went to Jinx and then transferred to Arkansas senior year, but we stayed in contact. He also got offered by Tulsa, and we had always kind of talked about playing together in college, so we now had the opportunity. Hit him up, was like, hey, do you want to do this? And he's like, yeah, let's do it. So, and then now we're both going to be at Tulsa. So.
Yeah, I mean, you, Hudson, Jack, all you guys committed to Tulsa. They're all from Jinx. So.
Yep, Javion too. Yeah.
Javion too.
Yep.
Yeah, he's big.
He's a big dude. Yeah.
Yep. But track season right now, what events do you do?
So right now in track, I do the 100-meter dash, 4x2 relay, and 4x4 relay are typically at a meet. That's what I'll run. So.
When's your guys' next meet?
I think we have them this Friday. It's our home meet at the middle school. I'm pretty sure it's Friday. So.
Okay. How's the season turning out so far? And
I think it's been pretty good. We either win or place pretty high as a team in most of our meets. Our throwers are nuts. Caleb Byer and Shipley and Josh Bartlett, they score a ton of points for our team. They kind of carry us. So, but yeah, I mean, whole track team's doing good. I think they'll definitely have a run for state. So.
Yeah. What are some of your most memorable moments just from high school overall, freshman, senior year?
Yeah, so I mean, first one that comes to mind is beating Bixby sophomore year. You know, I think everyone a part of Jinx in that game on ESPN. You know, especially for me, you know, being that young. I mean, I was like, I couldn't even drive yet. You know, and I'm like on ESPN playing, a little sophomore kid running around out there. That was an unbelievable memory. You know, season didn't end how we wanted to. You know, they ended up putting us out in the semifinals, but that game specifically was a night I'll never forget. So.
And their 58 win game streak.
Yeah,
or something like
58 win streak. So.
Yeah. And we ended that. I mean,
is there?
And lastly, finishing up this interview, what do we not know about you? What's something that people don't know?
I don't know.
Some hobbies outside of school or anything?
I love to go fishing and hunting. You know, maybe people wouldn't know that. I mean, I post on Instagram a little bit. Oh, I play guitar, actually. I play a little guitar every now and then. Not very good. But, you know, my buddy Chris Dunaway kind of got me into it. So I play a little guitar on the low. Not very good, but
Shout
working
out
on
Chris.
It. Yep.
Shout out Chris. All right, Sam. Thank you for your time.
Yes, sir.
Yep.